Hello, and welcome to another session of Introduction to Engineering and Architecture. In this video, we will talk about irrational expressions. We will simplify irrational expressions, solve operations on irrational expressions, and eventually solve rational equations. By now, you must already know how to factor expressions, as this is a necessary skill in learning rational expressions. Rational expressions, furthermore, is a great foundation in learning important concepts in the future, like partial fractions, derivatives, and others. Let's jump right in and define rational expressions. Rational expressions are fractional expressions where the numerator and or the denominator are polynomials. Most of the time, there are restrictions on the solution set of a rational expression. In this example, for instance, x cannot be equal to 1. Otherwise, we end up with an undefined expression. Here are several examples of rational expressions and the number that could not be part of their solution set. Now that we know what rational expressions are, we are now ready to simplify them. Let's begin with the simple expression. The first thing that you want to do when simplifying is completely factoring both the numerator and the denominator and see if there are factors which, when divided, equal 1. For instance, in this expression, we factor the numerator and the denominator as 6 times x minus 3 and 5 times x minus 3, respectively. We see that we can divide x minus 3 and x minus 3 to get 1, giving us 6 over 5. After simplifying, remember that the restriction for the expression solution set remains. Let's have another example. In this example, we simplify the numerator and the denominator by first factoring out their greatest common factor, which are 9x and x respectively. We see that in the denominator, we can still factor x squared minus 8x minus 9, giving us x plus 9 times x minus 1. We now divide x and x from the numerator and the denominator, and similarly, x plus 9 and x plus 9, to give us 9 over x minus 1. Now, in this third example, we follow the same process of simplifying rational expressions. We first factor out 3 from the numerator and factor the denominator. This will then give us 3 times r squared minus 3r plus 30 all over r minus 10 times r plus 7. We can factor r squared minus 13r plus 30 into r minus 10 times r minus 3. We now have 3 times r minus 10 times r minus 3 all over r minus 10 times r plus 7. r minus 10 divided by r minus 10 gives us 1. So we finally get 3 times r minus 3 all over r plus 7.